One of rock's groundbreaking supergroups is celebrating 50 years. Yes was one of the first progressive rock and roll bands of our time, and after a 25-year hiatus, they are back on the road for a 50th anniversary world tour, and it brings them to Ravinia tonight. And joining me now is John Anderson, Trevor Rabin, and Rick Wakeman. Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you for joining us.
Good to be here.
I read that you don't like that phrase, progressive rock. Is that
true?
Why
true.
is that?
Adventurous rock.
Adventurous.
Much more, interesting.
Much more descriptive.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I wanted to play a little clip of the speech that you gave to the esteemed audience. Let's take a listen.
Yeah, go Rick.
Go on, Rick.
Here it is.
I remember he sat me down once and said, son, he said, don't go to any of those really cheap, dirty, nasty, sleazy strip clubs, because if you do, you'll see something you shouldn't. So, of course, I went, and I saw my dad.
That was the strip club story. No, that's a great delivery for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction.
Yeah, it was the best part of the show.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I just got a bit bored, fed up with hearing people, in the nicest sense, thanking their aunt and their uncle and their godson and the man who delivers their milk. And you go, how much more of this? Because the thing is, all of the audience, they know all the history of the bands anyway. So these two actually egged me on, because they know, because I do a lot of it in England. And they said, go on. And they egged me on. So at the last minute, I went, yeah, right.
Did executives back in the day ever say, you know what, we don't want a 10-minute guitar. We want hits. Did they try to get you to change your ways?
Yeah,
many times.
They did till
Shut up.
They did till it sold shed loads of records. Then they changed their tune.
Do you say shed loads? Yes.
Yeah, I said shed. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it my accent that did
You're
that?
right.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be.
Yeah, you blushed for a minute. No, it's true. Once we sold loads and loads of records, then the record companies they were fine. Get on with it.
Yeah. You've inspired so many other bands. What is that like?
Well, it's great to be recognized for what we do, and we followed the Beatles and Zappa and everybody. Everybody learns from each other, True?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
I think
Did I do well?
I think also record companies ask for, if you do a single and it does well, then the next single is, we want something just like that.
Sure.
And it's not how it works. If you do a painting, if you want to succeed at another painting, you say, I'm going to do another one in blue.
Right.
True.
Well, I tell you, I was the 80s generation, so I was more familiar with Owner of a Lonely Heart.
Right.
And so tell me the story of how that came about, because I think you instantly got a whole other generation of fans.
Well, I wrote it on the toilet. It's a true story. It was the acoustics were really good, so the riff came on the bucket.
Number one or number two?
It went to number one.
It went to number one. Yeah. So you had a number one and a number two at the same time.
Well, number two came afterwards.
I think we're off the air now.
Did anything change for you guys with that song? Was it just business as usual?
Private plane.
Yeah. Well, not for me. Sadly, I wasn't on the record, so I was at home going, Shed, number two, I wish I'd been on that record. Shed, number two, I wish I'd been on that. I was really thrilled when they did it, because prog rock at that time was really at its lowest end. And Yes was, in fairness, in trouble, because it was like one of the leading prog bands. So when they produced 90125, which I wasn't on, and amongst that Owner of a Lonely Heart, I think it was the most important album that Yes ever made, because if it hadn't been a big hit, and Owner, we wouldn't be sitting here now, because Yes, I think, would have died.
And so when you go to make music today, is there something in there from your old music that you're trying to get to bleed through? You're trying to do something completely different? Do you look at other younger bands and say, okay, we got to produce it like this?
No, we do what we do.
We do what we do.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. A lot to do. A lot of work to do.
I mean, we always believe that somewhere out there's another number one, or in Trev's case, a number two.
But you guys, you guys are not writing songs just about love and heartbreak. You guys go into some deep stuff.
Yeah, well, why not?
Why
There's
not?
more to life than nookie.
Yeah, well, especially when you get to our ages, there is, yeah.
And so, in the new music, what do you like to explore here?
Well, as far as chart position, we look at are we a 160 on the cholesterol chain?
I think what it is, we're just always looking to improve how we play and what we do.
Yeah.
True.
And the more you play live, the more you get to know each other, and then that helps with music, with how you're going to play and what you can do. I mean, we feel that we've got some decent techniques to be able to do pretty much anything that we like.
Yeah,
Well,
very dedicated.
Congratulations on your success, and
Thank
thanks
you.
for coming
Hi,
in
Jane.
this morning. And you can see Yes featuring John Anderson, Trevor Rabin, and Rick Wakeman tonight at Ravinia. Go to yesfeaturingarw.com for more. And gentlemen, thank you for being here.
Thanks,
Thank
Larry.
you.
Time now.